Good afternoon, volleyball fans, and welcome to the heart-pounding action of the 2025 Spikers Turf Invitational Conference. Coming to you live from Paco Arena in Manila. My name is Fiona Bacani, your courtside reporter for the final showdown of this Friday quadruple header, and what a matchup we are about to witness. Now, just days removed from a stunning 4-set upset at the hands of the USD Golden Spikers, our defending champions, the Signal Super Spikers, are out to reclaim their dominance and close their elimination round with a statement of redemption. But standing firmly in their way are the SAVOUGE Spin Doctors, riding a wave of momentum and hungry to lock in that crucial second semifinals berth. Now, two powerhouse teams, one final eliminations battle. Who will come out on top? Stay with us only here where power meets passion. This is the 2025 Spikers Turf Invitational Conference.
Well, the Super Spikers not feeling so super in their last 4 games. They've lost 2 of their last 4, coming off a 4-set loss against the collegiate team, the Golden Spikers. They'll try to bounce back today against a team that's very confident coming into today after back-to-back wins, the Spin Doctors. Welcome back to the Paco Arena. This is the 4th game of our quadruple header. All 3 setters in the first 3 games today. FEU, the King Crunchers, and the Insurance Protectors, all with wins in 3 sets. So what will we see in this last game today? Thanks for watching us on One Sports Plus and Pilipinas Live. Hi everybody, I'm Eric Iban alongside Ayala Straniero. We'll get back to Fiona Bacani in just a little bit. It's going to be interesting. Both these teams, Ayala, a pretty good win-loss record, and it's a battle to get a firm grip of the number 2.
Big game for both teams, different stories. Going into this match, as you mentioned, Signal losing their previous game, but SAVOUGE riding a 2-game winning streak, but they have the same goal, and that is to win the game and secure a semifinals slot. As you see the standings so far, Crisscross already moving into the semifinals. That loss of USD against Crisscross earlier ties them up with SAVOUGE and Signal. The reason why this game is very important for both the Spin Doctors and the Super Spikers, a win today is a ticket to the semifinals, and you've got Alpha Insurance still alive, still having that opportunity after winning against PGJC earlier.
Signal Super Spikers, let's talk about that. A 4-set loss, the defending champions, and not in this or not familiar with this kind of position with great skills.
We're safe.
All right, let's take a look at how that went down against UST. Signal, obviously, they went to the drawing board and took a look at the stats of this matchup for sure.
Exactly. I mean, that surprised everyone after the good outings of the Super Spikers in their previous match. They lost in 4 sets to UST, but it was evident UST came prepared against Signal. They were able to frustrate the offense of Signal with their scrappy defense. Only 3 players in double digits, all wing attackers. They were able to limit the contributions of the middles, and clearly a rare occurrence in terms of stats. UST having more attack points. Usually it's the Super Spikers having more attack points against their opponents, and UST 13 kill blocks to really slow down the offense of the Super Spikers. I'm pretty much sure Signal is very much eager to get a win today against SAVOUGE.
Well, one of those players in double digits for the Super Spikers, the former Golden Spiker himself, J-Rock de la Noche.
And I'm sure she was extra motivated, super motivated to play against his former team. And it seems like he has already adjusted to the system of Signal, being a mainstay as a starter and proving that he could be a reliable attacker. 13 points off 11 attacks and 2 blocks. He is starting to be a main option in the offense of the Super Spikers.
Actually, very impressive debut for J-Rock de la Noche here in the Invitational Conference. Wasn't as aggressive when he was with USD, but it's a totally different story once he turned pro. Left some playing years in order to, become a pro in the Spikers turf. So it's very, I'm sure, fans of J-Rock de la Noche are very happy to see how he's performing, and he will be a major part of the offense of this team. In the meantime, let's take a look at the last win of the Spin Doctors. They are on a roll, second of 2 straight wins, this one against the Sea Lions.
SAVOUGE Spin Doctors are in high confidence against PGJC Navy after winning their previous match. They won dominantly in set number 1, but Navy tried to push them in set 2 and 3, but the Spin Doctors really showed their composure. Petco and Calado led the way in terms of scoring. It was also the best attacking performance of the Spin Doctors. They were able to tally 52.7% spiking efficiency, 49 points in total, faring better in the blocking as well. But it will take another confident game and team effort for the Spin Doctors to be able to challenge and get a win against the defending champions.
Well, one of the reasons why their offense is so fluid is because of Alas Pilipinas backup setter JM Paglao. And after spraining his ankle 2 games prior, he is back and got the offense of the Spin Doctors just humming.
Exactly. JM Paglao was able to orchestrate the offense smoothly for the Spin Doctors. A lot of players coming alive, involved in attacking, and he will have to replicate that kind of performance, knowing that Signal is also one of the strong defensive teams here in Spikers Turf.
Take a look at the numbers of JM Paglaon. Very smooth operator, always graceful under pressure. Both teams, Spin Doctors, Super Spikers, tied at 4 and 2 in the standings. Who will clinch the number 2 spot? We will find out soon enough. If you want to join in on the conversation, don't forget to use the hashtag SpikersTurf2025. Let's get this going. Send it over to the courtside announcer for the lineups of both teams.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Paco Arena in the city of Manila. This is the 2025 Invitational Conference of the Spikers Surf, where power meets passion. This is the preliminary round. Match number 25 features the defending champion, the Signal Super Spikers, and their challenger across the net, the SAVOUGE Aesthetic Spin Doctors. Introducing our officials for this match. Our first referee, Mr. Patrick Alan Castillo, National Referee. Second referee, Mr. Paulie Sanchez, National Referee. Let's now meet the starters. First, for the Signal Super Spikers, beginning with their team captain, middle blocker number 8, JP Bugawan. Setter number 5, EJ Casanya. Opposite hitter number 9, J-Rap De La Noche. Outside hitter number 11, Jao Omandal. Middle blocker number 20, Lloyd Husafat. And outside hitter number 21, Louis Ramirez. Their starting libero, number 7, Vince Lorenzo. Head coach for Signal, Mr. Dexter Clamor. Calling on the SAVOUGE Aesthetic Spin Doctors. Beginning with their outside hitter number 1, Shawi Caritativo. Middle blocker number 4, Jill Torres. Outside hitter number 6, Mark Alado. Setter number 14, Paige Paglaon. Middle blocker number 20, Angelo Reyes. And opposite hitter number 22, Ray Mark Betco. Their starting libero number 5, Rico Marmeto. Head coach for SAVOUGE, Miss Sydney Calderon. This is a preliminary round, match number 25 between the Signal Super Spikers and SAVOUGE Aesthetic Spin Doctors.
Coach Dexter Clamor, minor tweak in the starting lineup. No Wendell Miguel as Jao Umandal, after scoring 11 points in that loss against his former team, USD, is in the starting lineup. Meanwhile, for Coach Calderon, it's the same starting 6. They were led. We talked about it. Calado, big numbers, 13 points. Raymark Bitco with 13 points as well. And they're going to need contributions from both, including Jill Torres, if they will want to take down Ayang, the defending champions.
Yep. Will need a lot of team effort, actually, for both teams to be able to secure that win against, again, Signal coming off a loss, but SAVOUGE going into this game with a lot of confidence after getting that 2-game winning streak.
All right, so here we go. Set number 1. Spin Doctors to serve first. Paglaon with a full front line. Casanya with the first point.
Casanya able to adjust right away. It was almost an overpass. Setters will also be crucial today. We know both teams has a lot of lethal attackers on their squads.
This is the 3rd start. We got 4th start for Casanya. Bitko got it. Right to Casanya.
Good swing coming from Bitko. Not the tallest, but definitely gifted with that elevation.
Back-to-back games in double digits for Raymark Bitko. 10 and 13 against the Griffins and the Sea Lions. Calado with the serve. That one popped up very nicely. And down the line for De La Noche.
De La Noche really looking comfortable with Signal here. Explosive attack that time.
By the way, if you're wondering, Oware Tamar is in the lineup. He's suited up today. He was not in the lineup in their previous game, that loss against UST. Meantime, this is the 5th game for Jao Umandal. Wait a minute. That hit the antenna according to the Lions judge. And a challenge right away for Coach Clamor.
Oh, they might be very sure with that because that's going to be a very early challenge.
True. And it's an early waste of a challenge.
Exactly.
As well. Super Spikers, a 9-time champion. They've won the Invitational only once, last year. A few members of this lineup may not be available soon enough as they are part of the Alas Pilipinas roster that will have to practice.
They have a training camp, yeah.
Yep, for the SEA Games. So there's an antenna touch, a wasted challenge for the Super Spikers. And if you're wondering who those are, Oware Tamar will not be available if the practices begin for the Southeast Asian Games. Believe along with Josafat and Louis Ramirez. That service outside for Reyes. And also Vince Lorenzo.
So Signal will lose a lot of players on their lineup right now. So they will need to rack up those wins.
That's true.
Earlier.
3 serving 2. JP Bugawan. So serving to Caritativo. Oh,
ooh,
beautiful set
wow.
by Paglaon to Torres.
Yep. Perfect set to Torres that time. 0 tempo. Even Josafat could not position well to at least get a rebound against Torres.
Good pass by Ramirez. Louis Ramirez gets it back and bounces it off the block of Torres.
Ramirez beating Torres and closing that block. Take a look at that. Very aggressive here in the start for Signal.
Ramirez coming off a 13-point performance. Like what Ayel said, one of 3 players in double digits for the Super Spikers in that loss against the Golden Spikers.
Wow.
Bitko blocked. Paglaon picks it up. Barmeto to Caritativo against a triple block. It goes outside, point for the Spin Doctors.
I love to see how Caritativo was aggressive in that sequence. 3 blockers, but no problem, says Caritativo. Still a point for the Spin Doctors.
I can already feel how intense
Yep.
these two teams are so early. Umandal with a pass. Ramirez got it.
Good exchanges so far coming from both teams. Ramirez having the hot hands, but he goes to the service line right now. But you've got Umandal.
Ramirez, the finals MVP last year in the Invitational Conference. So he's very comfortable. Service out.
Both teams, some errors on the service line.
Well, both teams are putting a lot of service pressure here just to prevent the receivers from making a good pass. Torres coming off a 9-point performance, including 3 blocks. And that win against the Sea Lions. Good pass by Umandal. To the pipe, Ramirez. Is there a block touch? Nope, according to Patrick Castillo.
And I don't think Signal will risk another challenge. They have one left at this point, very early to set number 1.
Gilles Torres, a former super spiker. That was back when they were called the HD Spikers. And that's an ace.
And the player saying it's outside, but Coach Dex Clamor saying, go back to the game, just refocus because we're not wasting another challenge.
3-0 run here from down 4-5 to leading 7-5. Spin Doctors. Umandal drop is good.
Smart move there, coming from Umandal.
All right. Caritativo was very adamant. It was outside, no touch. Umandal saying there's a touch. Hang on. This is...
Last touch, hindi pala ball. Last touch. Wala tayong challenge. Kaya sabi, walang challenge sa last touch.
So they can't challenge. We did catch the conversation with Patrick Castillo, the first referee.
Last touch challenge.
Seems like because it was on the floor defense.
Ang hatol, last touch. Walang challenge ng last touch.
Yep.
Wala namang floor touch na hatol eh. Coach. Cap. Hindi tayo pwede mag-accept ng floor touch kasi hindi naman floor touch. Hindi ba nung check? Okay. Ang referee's call is block touch. Check ball. Ball touch. Last touch. Hindi siya ball touch. Last touch siya. So hindi siya challengeable. Hindi siya challengeable. Mga sabi niya. Hindi siya ball
All right.
touch.
I hope you guys, the viewers, got that.
So they're not allowed to call for the challenge because
There's no challenge
there's no challenge for the last
for the
touch.
last touch.
I guess they're trying to check if there was really a good pancake save or
Right.
not.
So that's the side out for the Super Spikers as Josafat serves. Nice shot by Paglaon on the option. Paglaon picks it up. Marmeto will set it to Calado, another former Super Spiker. To the middle. Reyes, that one popped up by De La Noche. Ramirez, yes!
Bullet straight to the Spin Doctors. We felt that one. That was really strong coming from Ramirez.
Yep. I wouldn't want to be Marmeto right now.
Interfere yung play ng...
He's locked in talking about Ramirez.
Already with 3 points, Luis Ramirez. Take a look here. I mean, practically lunging towards the ball. Paglaon to Calado. And there's a touch on De La Noche. Spin Doctors up by 1, 8-7 against the Super Spikers first set.
Back here at the Paco Arena, this is the 2025 Spiker Surf Invitational Conference. Now coming off a heartbreaking loss from UST, the defending champions told me na naging wake-up call talaga yun sa amin para gumising kung ano talaga ang signal, kung sino talaga kami. It's been a roller coaster elimination round at sabi nga nila na kahit mahirap, hindi sila makikitaan ng iwanan. Kahit anong mangyari, mas eager at willing silang manalo ngayon. According to Coach Petsa de Peligro na, heading into the court today, his message was clear. No excuses. Hindi pwedeng mapanatag ka lang sa ginagawa mo. Kailangan na ibigay ang lahat para sa sarili at para sa team. Now with a semifinals berth at stake, Signal steps in determined to prove that the champions are still very much alive. Back to you, Ayel and Eric.
All right, thank you, Fiona. Well, Owa Retamar, in case you guys are wondering, only played one game so far in the conference. That was against FEU. So a lot of players not seeing the usual minutes for the Super Spikers. So they're not in full rotation, full strength as Calado misses. Just like that, it's a 1-point lead for Casanya and the Super Spikers.
Ooh. But both teams committing errors on the service line, killing their own momentum here. Another deadlock.
Calado back-to-back games in double digits, 16 against the Griffins, 13 against the Sea Lions. Casanya all the way out to Umantal, and the block of Pitco going long.
All power in that attack for Omandal. Bitco also not able to at least slow down that ball.
So Umandal, this is just his 5th game. Missed a couple of games, one against the Tamaraos and another against the Sea Lions. Umandal with an ace.
And we know Mandal is one of the lethal attackers for the Super Spikers. High risk, high rewards, and that time a service ace for Omandal.
Well, you can tell the way Ramirez is swinging and Umandal, how important this game is. And based on that report by Fiona, instructions coming straight from Dexter Clamore, the head coach. Bad pass, bad receive actually. So it's an ace, another one. Back to back for Umandal. And an early timeout this time by Coach Calderon. We'll listen in.
Alam nyo, yung ginagawa lang yung puntos nila, yung akala lang natin na outside, akala natin inside. Gumawa tayo, maging ready kayo lagi sa receive. Kasi bago tayo makaka-convert, kailangan natin ng maayos sa receive. O, ngayon ha, gusto ko wag mabilis yung receive, taas lang sa gitna dalhin yung receive. And then, buka. Ha, tara.
Simple instruction, simple volleyball there from Coach Calderon. If you want, as you see, the fans of the Signal Super Spikers very active on the sidelines. Sabi nga ni Coach Calderon, they need to pass first before they can have a good offense because right now, Jao Mandal really trying to put them out of system.
3-point run for the Super Spikers to establish this 3-point lead. Umandal only one game in double digits. That was the 11 points he scored against his former team, USD.
To save that time for Omandal. So good time out there for the Spin Doctors.
Now Angelo Reyes scored 9 points against the Sea Lions. Umandal with the pass. Here comes Ramirez. Oh, what a block by Torres. But the rally continues. There was a save. No, apparently not. Floor touch is called.
They're not going to challenge that one again. Oh, but that was a solid one coming from Torres, knowing that Ramirez was going to go cross-court again.
So mini 2-point run this time by the Spin Doctors. Lorenzo with a pass. Here comes De La Noche, blocked again. What a save by Casanya. Lorenzo to Ramirez. Oh, that is going to be crossing the center line for Baclaon.
He tried to save that overpass, but wasn't able to control his own momentum that time, forcing him to commit that violation. Take a look at that. Yep, crossing the line.
So back to a 2-point cushion for Bugawan and the Super Spikers. Bugawan only 3 points in their last game. Caritativo with a perfect pass. Bitco is rejected.
One-man block for Ramirez. Take a look at that. Perfect timing, perfect pressing of the hands, and redirecting that at the corner pocket. No one there for the spin doctors.
First block for Ramirez. Back to a 3-point lead for the Super Spikers. Overpass. And Josafat puts it away.
Passing continues to be an issue here for the spin doctors.
And Imperial will check in for Paglaon as Coach Calderon looking for different flavor to their offense. They have become predictable. Biggest lead, Super Spikers at 4. And Torres, finally the side up.
A better pass as well for the spin doctors. So Imperial able to involve the middle.
CSB Blazer, Raymark Bitco. Good serve, but Lorenzo better pass. Casanya to Josafat, the dig by Calado. Torres with a push. Lorenzo gets it. Casanya back to Ramirez, and he is turned away. Was it Imperial?
Yep, seems like it was Imperial, but Casanya is starting to be predictable. Going to Ramirez again and again.
Oh, yes, it is. The 5'8" Vince Imperial blocking the 6'2" Louis Ramirez. It's a 2-point game. Casanya to the pipe.
Yep. Ooh.
And a attack line violation there for Jao Umandan.
Spin Doctors getting some help here from the Super Spikers.
3-point run for the Spin Doctors. It's a 1-point game. There's the foot of Jao Umandal.
But it's a good play. Pwede mo ulitin, plus double plus, tignan mo rin yung spacing. Again, Louie, wag mo ibaon yung bola kasi nabablock ka. Habaan mo yung paano, or use the block. Kahit single block, use the block. Oh, side out na. Let's go.
Well, Signal just needs to regroup at this point because the Spin Doctors able to adjust their defense against the offense of the Super Spikers.
Oh, this one it looked like Super Spikers were starting to pull away. The Spin Doctors are back in it. Serving to tie is Raymark Bitco. Ooh. And that'll take us to our second technical timeout. Super Spikers sitting on a 2-point cushion.
Top 5 players ko sa Spikers Turf. Unang-una, si Mark Espejo. Siya yung isa sa phenom sa Philippine Volleyball. Number 2, Owaret Amar. Magaling mag-set. Number 3, Kim Malabunga. One of the explosive middle blockers. Number 4, Greg Dolor. Kasi inaabangan ko kanyang pagbabalik. At ang number 5 ko, si Wendell Miguel, ang aming superhero.
I like the superhero.
Have you given your 5?
Not yet. I need to think about it. That's a tough one here in the Spikers Turf.
No. Women's. Give me 5.
That's also tough. I need time. I'll get back to you on that.
2-point lead for the Super Spikers. And led by as many as 4. Don't look now. Owaret Amar, the Alas Pilipinas starting setter, on the floor for the first time today. Just the second game for Owa. And a service fault.
The errors of the Super Spikers helping the Spin Doctors keep this one really close. But let's see if this double sub will work for the Super Spikers.
Oh. Along with Owa Retamar, Rotor is in the game as well for the first time. At service outside for Caritativo.
Spin Doctors also committing their own errors here.
Ramirez with 4, looking for his first ace. Trying to add to this 2-point lead. Barbeto, perfect pass. Imperial to the back row. Bitco puts it away.
Good swing coming from Bitco, targeting the corner pocket, going high and long that time.
And take a look at the leaping ability.
Yep.
The net was, top of the net was chest height
Exactly.
for Bitco. Torres, another high leaper. Umandal against a double block.
Umandal able to squeeze that one in between Reyes and Imperial. Very aggressive in that swing for Umandal. Also a big gap in between.
Sapat serving, but it's a full front line for the Super Spikers with Rotor, Bugawan, and Umandal. Calado, drop shot is good.
Calado showing that he's still familiar with the Super Spikers. I mean, it was Bugawan and Rotor, probably two of the tallest for the Super Spikers, outsmarting them that time.
Another chance to tie it on the serve by Imperial. Overpass. Oh, but the hit is outside. Reyes and Calado went for it and missed.
A missed opportunity clearly for the Spin Doctors.
You don't get that many free balls like this.
And if you get one, it should be a point. Unfortunately, not that time for the Spin Doctors.
Rotor, scoreless in their last game. Came off the bench, played in sets 1 and 4 against UST. Another 1-point game.
Tough errors here coming from both teams, especially that we're in the tail end of the set.
Team captain Hiro Austria checking in. Very reliable server. Austria did score in the last game. Played only in 1 set. That was the 3rd against the Sea Lions. Ramirez, good pass. Umandal against a single block.
Late block also coming from the Spin Doctors. So a big hole for the cross-court angle for Umandal.
And that will prompt Coach Calderon to call their final timeout.
Nila ngayon, saan tayo nila pinapatay? O doon ka na kaagad. Ha? Guys, number 1 na problema natin, masyado tayong nagmamadali. Tapos pagdating natin sa blocking, sambagal natin magbasa. Attempt tayo, tingnan natin kung saan yung bola nila. 80% dito lahat ng patay nila. Doon lang yung set. Ha? Dumikit ka na. Hayaan mo na dito dumepensa. Tara, tara, tara. Hey, one team!
All right, so Reyes getting very specific instruction. Angelo Reyes is Coach Calderon wants that side covered.
We need 2 blockers to stop the wings of the Super Spikers. So it's always a tough job for the middles to actually read, anticipate, and react quickly. So Reyes will be tested in the next rallies.
All right, so Casanya and De La Noche back in the game. Retamar and Rotor back on the bench. Umandal serving with a 2-point lead. Oh! Right on the antenna.
Missed contact as well on that serve for Umandal.
This is my unofficial count, at least the 5th chance to tie for the Spin Doctors. Wendell Miguel in the game for the first time today after starting against Uste. Umandal will sit down. De La Noche, yes.
Good decision from Casanya to go to the right pin this time.
De La Noche, 2nd point of the game.
De La Noche going down the line, a big gap there, fully maximized.
JP Bugawan, team captain. Imperial, goes all the way out to Bitco. Ramirez against a double block, loses. Here's De La Noche again off the block of Caritativo. Barneto saves it. Bitco against the double block. Oh my goodness.
A good rally there for the Spin Doctors. They were fully in sync that time. That save and that reverse set. And the finish from Bitco.
So Bitco with a serve. Another 1-point game. Lorenzo with a great pass. Here comes Ramirez. Oh, this time through the block of the smaller Imperial.
Super Spikers just quick to get a side out, especially from the serve of the Spin Doctors. Ramirez maximizing the loose block of the Spin Doctors.
A 23-year-old Gerard De La Noche from Negros Occidental. Good pass by Austria. Combination play. Caritativo pushes it. Easy pickup for De La Noche. Ramirez again. Off the block and outside.
The game plan was to get 2 blockers there. There were 2 blockers, but Ramirez still knowing what to do. This time utilizing the hands of Torres to get that point.
And Ramirez restoring the biggest lead of the Super Spikers at 3 points. He has 6. Austria. Not a good pass by Xavi Caritativo. Off the block, it's on the line.
Caritativo also had to time his approach well, allowing the blockers to establish.
4 set points against the Spin Doctors. Adjustment here by Coach Calderon. Sanama will check in for the first time today. He didn't play against the Sea Lions. Can he be the catalyst here? They need a 4-point run. That's going to help. A service fault by De La Noche.
But no room for errors here for the Spin Doctors. So pressure serve for Sanama.
Another young player in the lineup of Coach Calderon. Sanama, only 23. Safe serve. Ramirez will get it back. Oh, and another block by Imperial. His second one against the taller Ramirez.
1-on block against Ramirez. That's a big point for the Spin Doctors. Timeout signal.
Okay. Now, Joe, you will go back. Plus double plus. First tempo, he will commit for sure. Now, Joe, 5. Jump, 4. Para hindi ka umapak sa linya. Okay, isang side out lang. Isang side out. Let's go.
One good receive lang kuya, one good receive.
Dalawa. Hey, Kidoy! Super!
Let's take a second look on that. Solid denial of Imperial against Ramirez. But right now, Signal needs just a good first ball. They have Umandal right in the front row. Ramirez rather with Josafat. Umandal an option from the back row together with De La Noche.
Well, it's not a tall front line for the Spin Doctors, but with Imperial there and his 2 blocks, they don't need height anymore. Sanama serves from the pipe. There's the winning point coming from Jao Umandal.
That was a game plan to activate Jao Umandal from the back row. And Coach Dex Clamor gave him an instruction to give some space because he has a tendency for some football that the Spin Doctors will be calling for a challenge right now.
Well, they might as well. You don't take your challenges to the next set. And out of all the players I've ever covered, Jao Umandal is the most prone to foot faults. Not just from the attacks, but from the service area as well.
He had one earlier from the back row. So this is still a good challenge for the Spin Doctors.
Both teams 4-2 in the standings. The Spin Doctors coming off back-to-back wins, while their opponents, the defending champions, the Super Spikers, are coming off a loss, a 4-set loss against the Golden Spikers. Winner here will take solo second. Both teams playing their final game of the preliminaries, by the way. This will be their 7th game. And the loser going to be finding themselves in a tough position because they might be in a 3-way tie.
Yep, Alpha Insurance still has an opportunity.
Yeah.
Taking some time, you have to make sure this is a set point for the Super Spikers.
Very efficient first set for Umandal, 7 points. Ramirez with 6. Meanwhile, no player with more than 4 points for the Spin Doctors. Torres leads away with 4, and then Bitco with 3. All right. We hear a little celebration. We haven't really shown the result yet. Final game of your quadruple header.
Yep.
First 3 games, all 3 sets. When was the last time that happened?
There seems to be a trend here. Let's see. This game has been so close so far.
Yep. I mean, it's so close. It's being decided by a football challenge.
And then both teams really has been locked in. No teams have slowed down.
Yep.
Now, aside from all the errors on the service line, other departments has been excellent for both teams.
So the assistant coaches and then head coach, Coach Clamor from the Super Spikers checking it out. It must be that tight to call members of the coaching staff to check it out.
We're getting a thumbs up there.
Right now, nothing definitive yet. Gotta be pressure-packed moments right now. You can tell Coach Calderon is so tense.
Yep. Coach Dex Gilmore also. I mean, if this is a successful challenge, Spin Doctors a point away from getting a deadlock and extending the set.
That's right.
So this is a very crucial one.
All right, so we don't have a definitive answer there. Coaches are not mic'd up, so you can't hear them, but there's an explanation here about how close it was. You can
both teams, both coaches talking to their players.
All right, so I think inconclusive is what they're saying. They can't tell. Are we going to show it? They're looking for a better angle. That's what we're getting.
Yep.
Because I'm sure fans...
And they need to make sure this is a very crucial challenge.
That's a huge point. Huge point. Okay, here it is finally. There is your answer. Footfall, second one for Jao Umandal, and the Spin Doctors stay alive here. Another opportunity to tie as Caritativo returns to replace Sanama.
And Signal starting to feel the pressure here.
Caritativo will serve now. Xiaoyi has one service fault.
And he can't afford to make another one at this point.
And he also can't afford to serve it easy.
Yep.
Because one good pass and it could all be over. Oh, nice serve. Here comes Ramirez against a double block. And De La Noche, down by Caritativo. Chance to tie. Bitco, got it! 24 all.
I have to credit the challenge for the Spin Doctors saving them another opportunity as Bitco goes for that swing from the back row.
4 set points saved by the Spin Doctors. That scoreline was 24-20. Combination play, Ramirez. This is set point number 5 now for the Super Spikers.
Ramirez that time going high, going long, going for the hands of the blockers. A much needed point there for the Super Spikers.
7 for Ramirez. 6 attacks, 1 block. He has a service fault as well. Marmeto is right in the middle for the receive here. Spin Doctors, great pass. Calado, got it!
Oh, wow.
Set point save.
Calado finding a loose block that time. Josafat and Casania teaming up. Take a look at him. Challenge the net defense of Signal.
That is 3 for Calado.
Spin Doctors showing a lot of grit here.
Umandal, set point number 6.
No, Mandal won't be stopped. Again, game plan of the Spin Doctors, 2 blockers against the open, but that time, not the best timing.
Josafat has an ace already. Short pass, Imperial to Calado again. Off the block and outside, another set point saved by Mark.
Has been a battle of the wing attackers here in the tail end. For the Spin Doctors and the Super Spikers, Calado has done a good job challenging the blocking of Signal.
Now Imperial serving. He's got a full front line of Calado, Reyes, and Bitco. And then an option to go to the pipe with Caritativo.
Ooh.
Oh, what an ace! Imperial with a service ace to put the Spin Doctors on their first set point.
Imperial has been a game changer here, coming off the bench, getting blocks, getting good rebounds, and this time getting a service ace.
Second ace for the Spin Doctors.
He got too excited that time.
You win some, you lose some. Set point lost.
No, but both teams with 3 attackers
Yep.
in the front row.
Easy pass, Calado. Bitco, got it. Set point number 2 for the Spin Doctors.
Imperial finding the right attacker at the right time. Bitco scoring another one. 5th point for Bitco. Off the hands of Jao Mandal.
Calado, big server. Good pass by Ramirez. Umandal, drop shot. Yes.
Mandal playing with a lot of composure here. Good placement shot for Jao Mandal. Spin Doctors waiting for a power hit. A big hole right behind the blockers.
8 points for Jao. Umandal has all of the 2 aces of the Super Spikers. Oh! Wow, that one straight to the 3rd row.
Missed contact clearly there for Jao Mandal.
It is set point number 3 for Reyes and the Spin Doctors. Casanya passes. Ramirez got it. It dropped right in front of Calado.
And we keep on going here in set number 1. Still no activation from the middles for both teams. Both have been relying heavily on their wing attackers.
Ramirez with 8. Bugawan still scoreless. Marmeto, perfect pass. Oh, to the pipe. Wait a minute. They call a lifting violation on Imperial.
Stayed longer than it should be on the hands of Imperial.
You be the judge. Take a look here. You're a setter before I yell. Split second longer?
Hard to say, but you know, the coaches are convinced otherwise. Imperial as well.
And there's no challenge for that call. So it's a judgment decision by Patrick Castillo. And this will be set point number 7 now for the Super Spikers. 30-29. Bad pass. Bitco. Blocked, but it goes outside. Set point saved again.
Bitco has been the hero here in this crucial stretch. Another point converted for Bitco.
Bitco's got a service fault. He has 6 points, all from attacks. Second service fault for Bitco. This is set point number 8 for these Super Spikers.
Tough error there for Bitco. Could the Super Spikers finally finish this one? That's the question.
De La Noche serving. Overpass. What a block again. Block number 3 for Imperial. Ramirez bounces it off the block. Imperial to the pipe. Calado got it.
Imperial playing his A game right now. Take a look at that regalo earlier, but Imperial able to get a rebound and set up Calado from the back row. Wow.
31 all. Short pass. De La Noche turned away. And Spin Doctors with their 4th set point.
No entries as the Spin Doctors against De La Noche. Great fight shown here by both teams.
Big serve for Shawi, a safe one. Lorenzo with the pass. Oh, there's a net touch. Net touch on Torres. Set point lost by the Spin Doctors.
And these are painful errors for the Spin Doctors. One service error earlier, this time an opportunity to get the set, but a net violation. Oh, this is definitely a test of composure for both teams.
Got to get a good pass here if you're the Spin Doctors. Marmeto. Bitco. Miss hit. This will be set point number 9 for the Super Spikers.
And it has been the errors of the Spin Doctors helping out the Super Spikers here.
Loaded serve. Calado, perfect pass. Imperial back to mark. Oh, what a save for Ramirez, but a chance ball once again. Here come the Spin Doctors. Calado, drop shot. Pancake save is good for De La Noche. Umandal pushes. Caritativo passes. Calado again. Off the head of Josafat, saved by De La Noche. Here comes Umandal. Bitco overpasses, battle at the net. Imperial underhand pass. Bitco pushes and misses. That is it. after a tremendous battle, the fans of the Super Spikers have reason to celebrate. On the 9th set point, they pull it off. A 34-32 win in set number 1. Spin Doctors saving 4 set points, down 24-20. They had 4 chances as well to close it out, but on the 9th set point, the Super Spikers pulled it off 34-32.
So much tension in the tail end of set number 1, but it was a seesaw battle between the Spin Doctors and the Super Spikers. Both teams knowing what is at stake right now, and they're showing up big, especially in offense and defense. A couple of errors on the service line for both teams, but it was really the errors of the Spin Doctors in the tail end that killed their momentum and took away a couple of opportunities for them. But you also have to credit Signal for staying composed, staying consistent despite the pressure that the Spin Doctors are putting into them. But Ramirez, Jao Mandal, the wing attacker stepping up big in terms of scoring. Bitco also, Calado on the other side of the court. So we're still waiting to see more activations from the middles, but so far, Imperial being the game changer there for the Spin Doctors.
An extended first set, and not a surprise, as you mentioned, both these teams gunning for the second spot in the standings, and also the second team to make it to the semifinals. First team already there, the King Crunchers.
As you see the numbers on your screens, 34-32 for set number 1, 16 attack points for the Super Spikers, 13 for the Spin Doctors. Both teams almost the same number of kill blocks. Both teams with 2 service aces apiece, but both teams committing a lot of errors in set number 1. 15 for the Super Spikers and 14 for the Spin Doctors. So efficiency, consistency has to improve on both sides of the court.
All right, so a tweak in the starting lineup this time for the Spin Doctors, as Dan Nicolas will join Mark Calado, Raymark Bitco, Vince Imperial, Gilles Torres, and Shawi Caritativo. In the meantime, it's the same starting 6 for Coach Dexter Clamore. After a 34-32 first set, you can just expect anything here in set 2.
A game of endurance as well for both teams.
Casanya serves us off. Calado with a short pass. And Dan Nicolas gets his first attack. Chance ball here for the Spin Doctors. Imperial back to Nicolas.
And this is why Nicolas will be starting here in set number 2. They want more attacks in the middle. Starting strong here for the Spin Doctors.
Dan Nicolas didn't play against the Sea Lions. Calado, wonderful serve. Umandal, cross court. It's outside.
Too wide that time for Umandal. Good decision for Caritativo to avoid that ball.
Umandal has been on and off with the 2 service or the foot faults in the first set and a few service and attack faults. Mondal will try again using the left hand this time. It hit the antenna. It's going to be another point for the Spin Doctors. Back-to-back errors for Zhao.
Trying to switch things up that time, but still didn't work for Zhao Umandal.
This is the biggest lead for Coach Calderon. 3 points in the entire match. Ooh, a thunderous serve. Overpass, 1-2. And off the block, Bugawan sends it outside. A 4-0 start for the Spin Doctors.
Strong start for the Spin Doctors. Well, they had the momentum in the tail end, but they committed a couple of errors. And this is the kind of start they want after losing set number 1.
Another beautiful serve. Short pass from Ramirez. Umandal blocked. 5-0 start for the Spin Doctors.
All confidence here for the Spin Doctors. Take a look at 3 blockers jumping at the same time, closing down Zhao Umandal.
And Zhao will get a rest. Wendell Miguel is in the game for the first time. And it was bound to happen with all that service pressure by Calado.
And that could help Signal here to get a start on the rhythm.
Wendell Miguel out of UP had 3 points in that loss against UST. Marmeto, perfect pass. Combination play. Caritativo hammers that one.
Imperial making the right decisions here. Combination play, Caritativo right in the middle. Blockers had to adjust, late block as well.
Second point for Shawi. Nicolas with a serve. Bugawan. This is a chance ball for the red shirts. Casanya. Bugawan again. Picked up by Calado. Caritativo. That one popped up by De La Noche. De La Noche gets it back and off the block. Jairak with the attack.
Much needed point there for the Super Spikers. Great rebound coming from De La Noche. And goes for that swing in between the blockers.
That is the first attack point for the Super Spikers. 2 serving 6. Bugawan. Great pass by Shawi. Bitco. What a dig for Casanya. Off-system playing for the Super Spikers. Picked up by Imperial on the other side. Caritativo on 2. Caritativo saves it. Bitco again. Yes!
Great coverage as well coming from the Spin Doctors. A couple of blocks on the side of the Super Spikers. But the coverage was there and Bitco always ready for that swing.
Bitco with 7. No runs for the Super Spikers. The lead is 5, back to its biggest for the Spin Doctors. Good serve, but a better pass from Lorenzo. What a dig for Bitco. Adao sends it over underhand. Chance ball for the red shirts. De La Noche rejected by Shawi, but it goes outside. Ball in, ball out challenge very quickly by the Spin Doctors.
If this goes in, then everything's going well right now on the side of the Spin Doctors from all departments.
It was close. It felt really close to the line.
Right. Spin Doctors making sure that Signal is not able to get their momentum here. They know they need the gap.
Here it is. Oh, it's way outside.
That was too quick to tell.
So side out for the Super Spikers. Unsuccessful challenge means only 1 challenge remaining for Coach Calderon.
Intensity has been high here on the side of the Spin Doctors.
Short pass. Caritativo against a triple block. Missed it. There's an overrule here. Patrick Castillo says there's a block touch. So naturally, a block touch challenge by the Super Spikers.
So that's what Caritativo was trying to go for. 3 blockers, all hands up, a wall right in front of him. All the left option there was to go for the hands.
All right, here's the result.
Close, but no block touch.
So this is the first 2-point run for the Super Spikers. From down 5, they are within 3 points. Marmeto, another perfect pass. Torres, that one kept alive. Left-handed push by Ramirez makes it 3 in a row for the Super Spikers. Bitco is down. Bitco looks hurt. That's that left ankle. Let's take a look. So Imperial falls down on Bitco, but Bitco is shaking it off. He's okay.
Bitco has been one of their reliable attackers, so they will need him.
Yep. Service out. And that'll take us to our first technical timeout. 3-point lead, Spin Doctors.
Still live here at the Paco Arena, this is the 2025 Spikers Turf Invitational Conference. Now, Raymond Bitco may be a rookie, but he's strongly becoming one of SAVOUGE's strong forces. Now, as a young player who once sat in front of a TV screen dreaming of moments like this, he is now finally living it. As a rookie facing the defending champions, Bitco told me, excited na ako makalaban sila. Dati pinapanood ko lang sila at ngayon katapat ko na. Kailangan ko lang gawin ang best ko at gagamitin ko tong excitement para gumanda ang performance ko. And now going head to head with veterans, even national team players, he is so proud of how far he's come, knowing that every moment is a learning experience from his kuyas. For Bitco, every match is a reminder of why he started, and he isn't about to let anything go to waste. Now a game changer, Raymark Bitco is proving that he belongs. Back to you, Eric and Ayan.
All right, thanks, Fiona. The leading scorer right now, Raymark Bitco for the Spin Doctors. New season, bigger stories. Aces returns for Season 2 only on the Pilipinas Live app. Download and register now and stream all Pilipinas Live originals anytime and anywhere on any device.
Overpass there.
It's a rare one for Marmeto, who's an excellent libero. Back to a 2-point game after trailing by as many as 5. The Super Spikers will send it outside.
Ramirez with another error on the service line.
Short pass coming from Lorenzo. And Wendell Miguel with his first shot of the game.
Wendell Miguel has been a dependable veteran here. Always stepping up big when needed. Imperial also letting that one go, opening the space for Miguel.
Now a chance to tie for the Super Spikers on the serve by Josafat. Calado misses it. He's saying there's a block touch.
Now Casania also admitting to it.
So a side out for Calado and the Spin Doctors to go back up by 2. Imperial is serving, and he's got a full front line. Bugawan, side out for the Super Spikers.
Nicolas late in closing down Bugawan. So more activations in the middles here for both teams.
Now both teams with a full front line. Another chance to tie this time for the Super Spikers at 9-10. Bitco block, there is the deadlock, 10-all.
Signal right now able to read Bitco, who has been getting majority of the sets. Wendell Miguel closing down Bitco that time. No coverage for the Spin Doctors.
Bitco will get a rest, probably get that ankle looked at as Sanama back in the game. Nicolas, partial hit of the ball. Miguel going to the back zone. Calado against the triple block, rolls it over. That's through the fingers of Casanya. Off-system play here for De La Noche. Barmeto pops it up. Oh, what a reverse. Sanama. Dig goes over. Chance ball here. Imperial back to Norwell. Norwell drop shot. Got it.
Good adjustment from Sanama that time. Changing the tempo, fooling the Super Spikers. Take a second look on that. Full swing, but a soft touch to get that point.
Spin Doctors back on top by 1. Calado. Point thrown away. So it's a tied game once again.
After a really good start for the Spin Doctors, the Super Spikers able to keep up.
Super Spikers checking who's serving. It's Wendell Miguel. Van Provinciado has been alternating with Vince Lorenzo at the libero position for the red shirts. He's a rookie out of UST. Oh, right on the line. Wendell Miguel bumping his fist. And the Super Spikers are on top.
If Imperial was a game changer in set number 1 for the Spin Doctors, Wendell Miguel has been a spark plug here off the bench for Signal in set number 2.
First lead for the Super Spikers at 12-11. After trailing by as many as 5, but the lead is gone. Dan Nicolas serving. Torres, Gilles Torres is in front along with Caritativo and Sanama. Service fault there for Nicolas.
And it has been the story here for the Spin Doctors. Errors on the service line, allowing a Signal to get the lead.
Torres from the pipe. Calado kept alive by the defense of the Super Spikers. Underhand pass. Caritativo against a double block. Now one picked up by Miguel in the back zone. Ramirez sends it outside. Is there a block touch? Yes, there is.
Again, going high there was Ramirez touching the hand of Sanama.
Right now, this is the biggest lead for the Super Spikers. 2 points. They've scored 2 in a row. Off-system play. In fact, an easy over for Shawi Caritativo. Chance to score 3 in a row. De La Noche misses.
An error there for De La Noche. Wanted to go for the hands, but he won't get that time.
For a second, Coach Clamore thought about a challenge, but decided not to use it. He still has 2. 1-point game, 13 serving 14. Casanya. Oh, what a quick hit there for Josafat.
Too quick for the Spin Doctors to establish a wall against Josafat. Good connection there, Casanya and Josafat.
And for the first time today, J.M. Ronquillo checking in for the Super Spikers. What a hit. Shawi Caritativo knocks it in.
Two blockers. No problem yet again here for Caritativo. A big gap as well in between Josafat and Ronquillo.
Sean Silang coming off the bench after starting in that loss against USD. He had 19 excellent sets along with 1 point. Silang. Ramirez knocks it in.
This time, explosive attack coming from Ramirez.
3-point lead, biggest Super Spikers up 16-13. Make that 16-14 here in set number 2.
Top 5 players ko, una si Gils, kasi siya yung napagsasabihan ko ng problema pagka nasa team kami. Pangalawa si Shawi, madali kaming magkaintindihan. Pangatlo is si Kuya JP Bugawan, dati kong teammate sa Signal. Kuya Jude Garcia, ang pangapat ko. Idol ko kasi maglaro, last ko is si Martin Bugawan. Alas lahat mo nang binanggit ko na 5 players is mga Ilocano, so sila yung parang inspirasyon ko para maglaro.
So it's a 2-point game. Calado and the Spin Doctors now find themselves playing from behind after losing the first set in an extended fashion, 34-32. Meanwhile, Louis Ramirez and the Super Spikers trailed by as many as 5 early, but now are sitting on a 2-point cushion. Imperial, oh, that ball was on its way up while Torres was already up.
A good answer there from the Spin Doctors with their own version of a middle activation, back wake attack for Torres.
1-point game. Silang, reverse, Ronquillo blocked by Calado. There's a block against Wendell Miguel, and Miguel giving a Spin Doctor a look after he scored off the block. I don't know who he was staring at.
Yep, using the hands of Imperial that time.
All right, so it was Vince Imperial, who already has at least 2 blocks in the game, by the way.
Both coming from a Ramirez attack.
That's right. 2-point lead again for the Super Spikers, but they throw away a point.
No big leads here in set number 2, especially because of the service errors of both teams.
So Imperial is serving. Nicolas, Calado, and Sanama in the front line for the Spin Doctors. Rick Adao is their libero on the floor. Lorenzo passes. Silang. Ooh, that was barely hit by Bukawan, and yet they score.
Yeah, almost a miscue, but length will always be an advantage. In moments like this, just enough touch for Bugawan to still get a point.
How high does it have to be? JP Bugawan barely hits it, right? We know how high JP Bugawan jumps. Casanya and De La Noche back in the game. Super Spikers up by 2. Imperial to Nicolas. Great setting by Imperial today.
Middles has been unstoppable on the side of the Spin Doctors earlier. Torres with a back quick attack this time. Nicolas with a big quick. Bugawan late that time.
Casanya out to Miguel. Miguel is rejected by Norwell Sanama.
No coverage there for the Super Spikers. Timely blocks still here coming from the Spin Doctors. Sanama even redirecting that ball.
Tied at 18. Spin Doctors erasing a 2-point deficit. Calado with 6. Serving for the lead. Miguel with a great pass. Casanya to Bugawan for the lead.
Bugawan challenging the hands of Nicolas that time. enough power to get it through.
Bugawan with 4. Barpeto, perfect pass. Caritativo, a single blocker. No problem.
Yep. Caritativo with his cleanest attack so far here in set number 2.
Right now, a low-scoring affair for Shawi Caritativo. Only 4 points. 19 all. And Nicolas serving for the lead again. Bugawan has been active. De La Noche rejected by Caritativo, but it goes outside.
Not the right timing there for Caritativo. Every second counts. That time, De La Noche able to utilize the hands of Caritativo.
4 points now for J-Rac. And a 1-point lead again for Bugawan and the Super Spikers. Imperial. That's a nice block by Josafat on Torres. Sanama against a double block. Miguel will play setter. Here comes Ramirez against a triple block. No coverage.
Super Spikers and out of system, so Spin Doctor is able to establish a 3-man block against Ramirez. Same story here.
20 all. Is there a challenge? Coach Clamor wants a challenge. A bit late.
Contact warning number 20.
Are they gonna allow it? They hang on. Oh.
Teka. Inaano nga. Kasi tinawag ko pa yung bibigyan ko ng warning.
So they will allow the challenge.
Bibigyan ko pa kasi siya ng warning kaya hindi ko siya nakita nag-challenge. Binigyan ko ng yellow di ba? Kaya hindi ko siya nakita kaagad. Unsuccessful. Paliwanag mo na lang sa captain mo.
So there's a challenge here for the Super Spikers, a net fault challenge.
Again, Ramirez was blocked that time, a 3-man block.
And that's going to be an unsuccessful challenge.
Yep. Clean execution there on that net defense for the Spin Doctors.
And they get a yellow card for all their troubles against Van Provinciado. 20 all, again serving for the lead, Norwell Sanama this time. De La Noche. Now a chance for the lead here on an attack. From the pipe, Calado is rejected. What a defensive play for the Super Spikers to retake the lead.
Now they read that one perfectly. Blocker stayed with Calado from the back row. 2 blockers against Calado. Good first touch there, but no support on the second for the Spin Doctors.
De La Noche. Easy pass. And that one outside for Torres. Torres saying there's a touch, and Patrick Castillo, the first referee, says yes, there is. Feels like a replay of the first set.
Exactly. Both teams exchanging points.
So 21 all as Bitco returns for Sanama. Take a look at the numbers of Shawi. Good pass. And a dump by Casanya.
Yep. Casanya knowing what to do exactly at that moment. Blockers waiting for him to set, went for the dump, and a point for Signal.
2 for Casanya already, as Ramirez will serve. Barmeto with the pass. Calado off the block and outside. Tied game once again.
Oh, Calado has been a clutch player here for the Spin Doctors. Stepping up big in crucial moments like this.
Ooh, that one outside.
Yep. From the contact. Too strong for Torres.
Timeout for Coach Calderon. They're down by 1, 23-22, second set.
Okay. Okay naman, nakaka-deflect na tayo, nakakapag-adjust na tayo doon sa blockings. Ayusin natin yung errors natin. 5 service errors na tayo. 5 service errors. Okay? Pagpa-end-tail na tayo, tiwala na lang kayo. Siguro tiwala naman ako sa depensa, tiwala naman ako sa inyo sa harap. Di pagkatiwalaan nyo na yung team. Pag mag-all tayo dyan, habaan natin yung pasensya, huwag tayong magmamadali. Go!
The Spin Doctors led by as many as 5 early, but their last lead was at 11-10 midway through the second set. Now they're down by 1 late. And Coach Calderon trying to find a solution to this little battle that they have, seesaw battle against Super Spikers.
They need to stay patient in moments like this.
Chance for a 2-point lead. And there it is, Wendell Miguel.
Wendell Miguel with an all-around performance here in set number 2. Going cross-court that time.
Wendell Miguel off the bench with 5 points. And it's a 2-set point advantage for the Super Spikers. Calado. Now a chance to put it away. Here comes Miguel. He has the hot hand. He just gets blocked. Miguel tries again. And this time off the block of another former Fighting Maroon. And Miguel gives the Super Spikers the winning point.
And no extension this time for set number 2. Wendell Miguel, the hero of set number 2, getting a point off the transition play.
So, after a 2-point win in the first set, it's a 3-point win here in set number 2 as the Super Spikers go up 2-0 against the Spin Doctors.
May naaalala naman ako dito sa kanta nito. Nakilala kita sa di ko inaasahang pagkakataon. Hanap-hanap kay James Reid siya ka Nadine Lustre ata to. Ngunit pilitin mang bumabalik sa'yo, ikaw pa rin palang hanap-hanap ka lang.
Sinasadya mo akong masaktan paminsan-minsan, bawat sandali na lang. Nobela, at aalis, magbabalik.
Plenty to sing about if you're the Super Spikers, leading 2-0. Very close first 2 sets.
And Spin Doctors able to start really strong in set number 2, but they weren't able to sustain their momentum as Super Spikers able to catch up. Wendell Miguel coming off the bench and able to create an impact right away, especially with this aggressive offense. But a lot of bright spots also on the side of the Spin Doctors. Nicolas and Torres getting involved in terms of attacking right in the middle, but the Super Spikers were able to lead and end strong in set number 2. As you see the numbers on your screens, more attack points for Signal. They have 16 against 12 of the Spin Doctors. Almost the same number of kill blocks still for both teams. Only 1 service ace for the Super Spikers, none for the Spin Doctors. And good news for both teams, they were able to trim down their errors. Only 6 for the Spin Doctors and 7 for the Super Spikers.
The 2025 Emirates NBA Cup is here on Signal. Watch the action this November to December on NBA TV Philippines and Pilipinas Live. And also plenty to dance and be happy about for the fans of the Super Spikers, the defending champions, after losing in 4 sets against the Golden Spikers of UST Gameville. They are now a set away from bouncing back and securing their position at the number 2 spot in the standings.
So a must-win set for the Spin Doctors if they want to extend this one and still have a chance for that second spot of the semifinals.
We're inside the Paco Arena in Manila on a Friday night, Payday Friday. Second to the last game of the preliminaries. The last game is going to be on Sunday. Ramirez in double digits already with 11. Mandal, second leading scorer with 9 points. Meantime, Calado with 8, along with Torres, top scorers for the Spin Doctors. Trying to stay alive in this matchup against the defending champions. Both are playing their final game of the preliminaries, their 7th game. And only the top 4 move on to the semifinals. 4 teams, as you look at the numbers. 4 teams will become 6 with the addition of 2 foreign teams. 1 from Japan, 1 from Australia. Here we go, set 3. Bugawan with the first point.
Bugawan with a soft touch again. Not a lot of power hits from Bugawan in this match, but has been working for Signal.
Bugawan with a serve. Ooh.
Tough one.
Yeah, was a fight with a really bad pass. Calado with a drop shot, picked up by Casanya. Miguel sets it up to Ramirez. Battle at the net, won by Bitco.
Yep, too tight as well there for Ramirez. Bitco was in a better position to win that joust.
So side out by Bitco for the Spin Doctors. Paglaon is back in the starting lineup for the white shirts as Calado serves it into the net.
Spin Doctors need to solve that serving issues right away. It has been killing their own momentum here in this match.
De La Noche serving. It is on the line.
Well-calculated serve there coming from J-Rack De La Noche.
And the rookie with another ace as Calado will sit down. Hero Austria checks back in for the second time today. Marmeto, perfect pass again. Bitco rejected by Ramirez.
Yep. They waited And they jumped at the right time, talking about Ramirez and Josafat. Bitco hasn't been slowed down a lot in this match, but that was a solid denial by both Josafat and Ramirez.
Solid start for the Super Spikers. Biggest lead at 3 points. Marmeto with another perfect pass. Paglawan barely moves, but Nicolas turned away again. So back-to-back kill blocks for the Super Spikers, forcing Coach Calderon to call a very early timeout.
Guys, pwede na yan, kahit fish nyo na lang carry na yan. Uy, in-stop ko lang yung momentum nila. Ha? Balik tayo, ano nangyayari sa inyo? Tara. Wala nang bitawan.
Biggest lead for the Super Spikers at 4 points. Only one timeout remaining for the Spin Doctors.
Yeah, not the kind of start that you want if you are Spin Doctors who are needing this set to extend this match. Another well-read block there coming from the Super Spikers.
Ten attacks, 2 blocks for Ramirez. Caritativo pushes. Casanya goes to De La Noche. Little top spin on the shot. Bitco. Casanya with the first touch. Here comes Ramirez. Popping back up. Cross-court hit. Marmeto with the dig. Easy first pass there for Miguel. Miguel gets it back and catches the line.
Corner pocket shots has been working for the Super Spikers. Wendell Miguel continues to bring his A game here in set number 3.
6 points in set number 2. That's his first point in set number 3. 7 for Miguel. And a 5-point lead for the Super Spikers. That run finally ends off a service fault by De La Noche.
Yeah, but so far, Signal controlling set number 3.
Good serve. Short pass, off-system play. And Ramirez is denied.
Torres always knowing how to close down Ramirez.
Torres with 8. Overpass. Casanya doing a good job keeping it on their side. Bitco off the block. Got it.
Good adjustment coming from Bitco. Knowing 2 blockers will be there right in front of him, putting more power and angle on that attack.
So Bitco with 9. And the block previously by Torres gives him 9 points as well. This is a 2-point run for the Spin Doctors. Josafat rejected by Torres. Casanya will hit. Partially blocked by Caritativo. Shawi gets it back. And a block by Josafat. But good floor defense by the white shirts. Josafat will score.
Good transition there for Josafat. Great adjustments as well from Casanya. Putting Josafat in the different position that time, making the blockers move. So more options there for Josafat.
3-point cushion. Service out for Ramirez.
Great decision there by Austria to let that one go.
Super Spikers, they led by as many as 5 at 6-1. Now they're only up by 2 as Imperial and now Gampong will check in for the first time. Imperial returns.
Early double sub here for the Spin Doctors.
Good serve again by Imperial. Short pass. Miguel bounces it off the block. Coverage by Austria. Caritativo. Another off-system play for the Super Spikers, but no problem for Wendell Miguel. 8-5, Super Spikers up by 3, third set.
You are still watching the 2025 Spikers Turf Invitational Conference live here at the Paco Arena in Manila. Now in every game, Wendell Miguel carries a simple but powerful mantra. Kapag pinasok ako ni Coach, kailangan matatag ako para sa team. As one of the veterans, he embraces the trust that Coach Dex has in him, especially in crucial sets by staying composed, showing strength, and lifting his teammates' energy when it matters most. He looks back on the grueling trainings and tough seasons that shaped him, each year bringing a new story and a new mindset. And now seeing the intensity of the league, the rapid improvement of young players, and the overall growth of men's volleyball in the country, Wendell can't help but feel proud of how far the sport has come. And more than playing for his team, Wendell plays for every young athlete who looks up to him. For him, nothing is more fulfilling than becoming an inspiration and seeing kids dream bigger because of the way he fights on the court. With their passion growing stronger every season, Wendell knows that the future of Philippine volleyball isn't just bright, it's already rising, and he is proud to help light the way. Back to you, Eric and Dayan.
All right, thanks, Fiona. 8 points now for Wendell Miguel. First ever FIFA Futsal Women's World Cup is happening from November 21 to December 7 at the Phil Sports Arena. Visit fifa.com/tickets for more details, so you can watch it live on the Filipinas Live app, One Sports Plus, and RPTV. Side out for the Spin Doctors, down by 3. Reverse, and a hit by De La Noche goes outside.
But Signal will challenge that one. Block touch challenge.
All right, I think it was Torres saying there's a touch, so no need for the challenge.
Si Wendell, hindi captain. Diba? Pwedeng ikaw. Pakisabihan mo siya.
Imperial passes. Nice adjustment by Gampong to keep that one alive. That was an overset. Miguel is blocked. Ramirez pops it up. What a dig for Caritativo. Imperial, the reverse. Gampong knocks it in.
Reverse setting there, coming from Imperial. Worked, couple of attempts, couple of blocks, but finally finding Gampong open in the right pin.
Instant impact for Mats Gampong. Well, this is going to be an off-system play. In fact, it's an easy over that goes outside.
And Casania also, and Miguel miscommunicating that time.
Timeout for Coach Clamor. We'll listen in.
Madali tayo, nagmamadali. Yes, exactly. Float naman, hindi kailangan madaliin. Taas lang natin, receive by set. Hindi sobrang lakas. Push in front. Hey, pati ikaw sa palo, huwag kang magiging. Relax ka lang. Hey, hit long. Wens, hit long. Date mag-block si Rhea isa. Hindi, yung Nicolas. Mag-plus, double plus. Pwede ka rin mag-5. Let's go.
Hey, Signal! Super!
Some technical reminders coming from Coach Dex Clamor, but the highlight of the timeout was him telling them to just relax because they're moving too fast, they're rushing right now, and that's forcing them to commit some errors.
Good pass by Van Provinciado, resulting in a middle attack for JP Bugawa.
So good timeout there for Signal. Able to regroup, better pass, better set, and the middle activation for the Super Spikers.
So good side out after the timeout of the Super Spikers. Back up by 3. Wendell Miguel with a good serve. Gampong! Oh, he's feeling it.
And Signal opening that cross-court angle as well for Gampong. They should know that's a comfortable angle of Gampong. So that's a solid one coming from him.
2-point game. Service outside.
So 3 point for the Super Spikers, who have been leading all the way so far here in set number 3.
Good pass. Imperial. And there's a point by Nicolas.
Nicolas with that explosive attack, perfectly avoiding that net defense of Signal.
Now Caritativo has really not gotten himself going. Only 4 points. Will sit down, get a rest. Sanama is in the game. Good serve by Austria. Oh, by Josafat. Perfect pass by Casanya.
So more middle activation right now seen on the side of the Super Spikers. Earlier, Bugawan, this time Josafat. The same target, still no defense found on the side of the Spin Doctors.
Right now, the Spin Doctors can't find runs to overhaul this deficit. They get side outs, but they gotta score some break points after this.
Sanama getting the point. Zone 5 has been a bit weak here on the side of the Super Spikers.
Oware Tamar, second time to check in, all off the bench. Again, just the second game for Owa. He's missed the last 5 games of the team. Josafat, again, back-to-back points.
Josafat able to squeeze that one. A bit low on that set, but Josafat still able to adjust. At the same spot, sharper attack this time.
Austria with a good pass. Drop shot by Sanama, saved by Retamar. Oh, what a shot there. Just a two-handed toss by Ronquillo.
Ronquillo with a good adjustment that time. Couldn't go for that power attack. Good adjustment last second there.
4-point lead for the Super Spikers.
Oh, wow.
Another great pass by Austria. Gampong knocks it in.
And the playmaking of Imperial really has allowed the attackers of the Spin Doctors to shine in a couple of sequences, this time from the back row.
And he takes the ball so high that the defense has not yet adjusted for the Super Spikers, and the ball is coming back.
Right.
Provinciano with a nice pass, Miguel. Imperial to Gampong again. Oh, what a drop shot by Mats Gampong. He scored 2 in a row.
Waiting for Josafat to go down on that block.
Mats Gampong, 5 points, all scored here in set number 3.
Talking about another spark plug for the Spin Doctors.
Imperial is a great server. But a good pass by Ramirez. Ramirez from the pipe. And that'll take us to our second technical timeout. It's the Super Spikers up by 3. Tamar off the bench finds Ramirez. And Ramirez now with 13 points.
Tony clearing double digits right now for the Super Spikers. Talking about Ramirez.
Big smile on the face. The Super Spikers coming off a loss against USD. A 4-set loss. And right now they're up 2-0 against the Spin Doctors. What a hit by Torres, but nice digging for Josafat. Torres tries again. There's going to be a challenge here. Bugawan said he didn't touch it.
Foot save coming from Josafat. Block touch challenge here.
No, they won't anymore.
Oh, yeah.
They're not going to challenge. Josafat serving. Austria passing again. Gambong got it. Mats Gambong with 6 points, all off the bench and all here in set 3.
Yep. Really stepping up big here, taking advantage of the minutes he has on the court.
Meantime, Caritativo returning. Spin Doctors have not led so far here in set 3.
Ooh.
A rare miss set by one of the best setters in the country right now, Owaret Tamar.
Apologizing right away. Even he was surprised that that happened.
Yeah, you don't see that very often. Two-point game again. Bugawan with a push. Picked up by Imperial. Marmeto sets it up to Gampong. Gampong cross-court. Owaret Tamar diving for it. Miguel, this is going to be an off-system play. In fact, an easy over. Gampong batters that ball in again and making it a one-point game.
Gampong has been a big problem for the Super Spikers. Still no solution found for Mats Gampong.
It's a 5-2 run by the Spin Doctors. Gampong, also a former Signal HD Spiker. Now a chance to tie on the serve by Shawi Caritativo. Bugawan. Overpass there. Oh, but Caritativo with a dig. Austria for the tie. Got it!
Open block for Hero Austria, but you have to credit half that point to the amazing dig of Caritativo. Out of system, blockers letting go, floor defense not ready for the Super Spikers.
First deadlock of the third set. Casanya goes to De La Noche for the side out.
Much needed for the Super Spikers, as confidence has improved here on the side of the Spin Doctors. De La Noche swinging high and long from the back row.
6 points for J-Rock De La Noche. Imperial finds Austria. Got it again.
Clutch points here coming from Austria.
Austria, his second point of the game. His second best scoring game. His best output was 3 points against the King Crunchers. 18 all, serving for the lead, Gilles Torres. Miguel.
Wendell Miguel taking advantage of that one-man block, going cross-court, challenging the hand of Mats Gampong.
Wendell Miguel now with 9 points. And Nicolas ties the game at 19.
Attacking has been efficient here on the side of the Spin Doctors. Imperial again with great decision making.
Well, so far the Spin Doctors have gotten everything but the lead here in set 3. Prudenciado with a great pass. And here's a chance for the lead now. Austria got it! First lead, Spin Doctors 20-19.
Hero Austria coming alive at the most important moments here for the Spin Doctors. Good swing there.
3 points for Hero Austria, playing the real hero here in set 3. Martin Bugawan checking in for his big bro JP in the game for the first time today. Super Spikers trailing by 1.
Ooh, tough error there for the Spin Doctors.
Mads Gampong, it was very obvious who he was targeting. Martin Bugawan. A former FEU Tamaraw and former best middle blocker in season 86 of the UAAP, Martin Bugawan. Meantime, second referee Paulie Sanchez sorting out the positions of the Spin Doctors. Dexter Clamore and the Super Spikers up 2-0. Looking to win in 3 against Coach Calderon and the Spin Doctors. 20 all, race to score 5 points. Crucial set 3, bad pass there by Caritativo. Good save by Casanya, off-system play. Ramirez against a double block. Austria picks it up. Gampong. Oh, through the double block. Mads Gampong puts the Spin Doctors back on top.
Mads Gampong won't be stopped, even from the back row. Wow, what an effort and performance coming from Mads Gampong.
Service outside for Austria.
Errors again for the Spin Doctors.
Good pass by Austria. Combination play, drop shot, easy pickup for De La Noche. Ramirez pushing, blocked by Imperial. De La Noche again. This one dug by Austria. Chance ball here for the red shirts. Josafat finally puts it away.
Clean execution there for the Super Spikers.
1 point lead for the red shirts. After this excellent pass by Casanya, setting up Lloyd Josafat. And now a timeout for the Spin Doctors.
Tail end na to. Ano na lang tayo? Tiwala na lang na nakaka-depensa tayo, nakaka-deflect na tayo ng block. Okay na tayo eh. So bawasan lang natin yung... Guys, ako naniniwala ako kayang-kaya na.
Coach Sydney there just reminding them to avoid the small details, the errors, because right now they're able to slow down the offense of Signal, but they will need to convert those great digs into points.
De La Noche already with an ace. Ooh, that one really low. Tie game.
Good timeout there for the Spin Doctors, icing the server in De La Noche.
This one going down the wire yet again. Casanya passes to Ramirez and splits the double block for the lead.
Ramirez being entrusted that time by Casanya. High set, great swing coming from Ramirez in between the blockers.
Now Ramirez in the back zone. Imperial. Combination play. Caritativo is shut down. And it's 2 match points for the defending champions.
Blocking has been a key factor here for the Super Spikers. Casania and Josafat closing down Caritativo.
Oh, Ramirez going for it. Caritativo rejected again. Back-to-back monster blocks seal this 3-set win for the defending champions.
Now, defense prevailed for the Super Spikers. Back-to-back blocks against Caritativo.
What a bounce-back win for the Super Spikers after losing in 4 sets against the Golden Spikers of USD Gayville.
Take a look at that. 3 blockers teaming up, closing down all angles of Caritativo.
Using their defense to get the dub. And the Super Spikers will take solo 2nd place in the standings and grab a spot in the semifinals, joining their rivals, the King Crunchers, while the Spin Doctors will drop down to 4 and 3 in the standings. And we'll have to see what happens with the Insurance Protectors and the Golden Spikers as well.
So Vince Maglinaw, ikaw,
Welcome back to the 2025 Spiker Surf Invitational Conference. We are currently here with our best player of the game, none other than Wendell Miguel, with 9 points, 7 attacks, 1 block, and 1 ace. Wendell, congratulations! That was a dominant showing from Signal. So ngayon naman, Wendell, syempre, coming off of the bench, anong tumatakbo sa isip mo nung pinasok ka ni Coach para ipaglaban to para sa Signal?
Bago ako pumunta dito sa game, meron sinabi yung mga teammates ko na medyo talagang tumatak sa akin kasi mga past games, medyo on and off din ako. Yung pride na meron kami, sino ba yung mga players ng Signal, kung ano ba meron yung team ng Signal, yun na lang yung parang ginamit namin for this game. Parang kailangan manalo kasi kinakain na kami ng pride namin na bakit ganito nangyayari sa team namin. Pero nakakatuwa kasi yung mga teammates ko nag-response kasi kahit na naman galing sa talo, ang ganda nung vibe ng team.
Oo nga, talagang nagising kayo para sa laban na to. And congratulations dahil nanalo kayo. And now, you have solo 2nd at straight to the semifinals na kayo. But syempre, going into the semifinals, different challenge na yan para sa Signal, especially with 2 guest teams coming in.
Yes.
So with that, what more can we expect from Signal coming into the semifinals?
Excited kami. Excited kami na makapasok sa semis, na maglalaro kami sa semis. And syempre, ibang story na ulit yun. Ibang page na ulit ng laro yun. Wait lang may interview pa ako. Wait lang. Ayun. Panibagong aral ulit. aralin, paghirapan namin sa training, and focus ulit kami sa training.
And so thank you so much and congratulations once again, of course, to Wendell Miguel and our defending champions, the rest of our Signal Super Spikers. Now that's all from us over here. Back to you, Ayel and Eric.
All right, thanks, Fiona. 1 point shy of his second double-digit performance of the conference. Wendell Miguel, our player of the game. As you look at highlights of the third set.
A good start there for the Super Spikers in set number 3, but this time it was the Spin Doctors who was able to keep up. Again, Mads Gampong, Imperial also big problems in set number 3 for Signal, but again, the system, the team chemistry, the connection of Signal prevailed in the end. Wendell Miguel being the game changer from set number 2 until set number 3, but Ramirez led them all the way, the only player in double digits in this match, as the Super Spikers continue to do well in terms of attacking, but the Spin Doctors able to get 2 more. They have 16 against the 14, but it was the defense yet again for the Super Spikers that allowed them to win this match. 4 kill blocks against the one of the Spin Doctors, and a clean game for both teams in set number 3.
Well, the final game of the preliminaries happens on Sunday before we kick off the semifinals, which includes our foreign guest teams from Japan and Australia. And this is what it will look like on Sunday here at the Paco Arena. Griffins against the Sea Lions, Insurance Protectors against the King Crunchers, and the Tamaraos. It's an all UAAP matchup taking on the Golden Spikers. Well, today it's a day of 3 sets, like what Ayel said. Big win by FEU, King Crunchers, Insurance Protectors, and of course the defending champions with a 3-set win today against the Spin Doctors. Thanks to our director Raul De Ocampo, our game producer Ron Enriquez, for Fiona Bacani, Ayel Estraniero. I'm Eric Duman. Thanks for watching our coverage of the Invitational Conference Spikers Turf right here on your Signal TV channels.